There wasn't a lot of surprises, Melissa, but I just want to put something in perspective. Is the world cannot live without Google. We can live without Facebook, but Google is part of the fabric, the oxygen of the internet. And as evidence of that, look at the top line growth, 23%, the same top line growth that we saw over the past 6 quarters. And typically companies, when they continue to grow, the growth rates decline. So they're so-called beating the law of large numbers. But I'm sure as you've been talking about, I've been diligently listening to the call here, but the privacy is a big topic. So far, we're almost 40 minutes into the call. They really haven't addressed that privacy question. If you're at home with a computer, you may want to just try to search for this term, is download my Google data. Bring that heavy 5 gig file down and see all the data that Google has on you. It may think different about kind of how this plays out over the near term, but don't want to mistake into this here as Google is part of the oxygen of the internet and is going to be a successful company over the long haul.
So in terms of the tone of the privacy questions, Gene, or the tone of the privacy conversation, what is it? Are they talking about the cost for implementing GDPR? Are they talking about increased regulation here in the United States? I mean, what seems to be the key themes? Well,
they really steered largely away from that in the prepared remarks. We're about 2 questions into the Q&A right now. The first question was more about Waymo. So right now, Melissa, you'll have to report back later on in the show here, but they really haven't said much about privacy.
In your view, Gene, we're talking about the discount in terms of valuation, how this stock is cheap in terms of how it trades. Is there a privacy concern discount embedded in the shares already, or would that be another discount to valuation to be made in the future?
I think there's a small, if I was going to put a guess on it, less than 5% privacy discount already baked in there. The Wall Street Journal today did a story just in terms of the amount of data that they have on you. I think most investors are bracing for what potentially could come down. So I don't think that would be a total surprise. But if there was something that they would have to come out, and I don't anticipate this, but come out and say that it needs to impact their monetization about changes in privacy, that obviously is not priced in.
Your number one question right now?
Number one question is, how do they think about all this Facebook, what Facebook has been through, and what are the probabilities of some sort of oversight from the government that could impact the type of data they capture? Remember, Google is a data company, and so that's my number one question.
Hey there, thanks for checking out CNBC on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all of the day's biggest stories. You can also click on any of the videos around me to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.